Is that where we are? Where scientific opinions, of course, always open to change. Scientific data is to be wiped clean from the internet, book burning style, because we dared to bring up actual science? My intention was, as I covered in my Parler preview I do every morning on my Parler account, was to cover the just unbelievable misinformation campaign going on again about the facts and science surrounding the coronavirus debate. Listen, I get it. I'm about to get into the block of a show that I'm totally aware we will probably again be throttled or removed for giving you just data and the facts. I'm aware of that. And candidly, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to continue to report on actual science and let you make the decisions. Let me caveat this. I'm not recommending any treatment. I am not a doctor, a medical professional. I have experience with one of these things through my family, but it doesn't make me a medical professional. I'm not aware of the pharmacology here. I am simply reporting to you the data that's out there by experts familiar with this. You do with this what you want. You will not get this data with liberal mainstream media, folks. What happened? What am I talking about? The pharmacy board in Ohio came out with this strange edict yesterday. Again, cutting doctors out of the loop who want to prescribe hydroxychloroquine. Oh my gosh, we said it. We'll definitely be banned from YouTube. God forbid we mention that this actually happened. Here it is, folks, on YouTube, the state of Ohio Board of Pharmacy. They now inserted these additional requirements for dispensing or selling chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine in Ohio, essentially putting a wall between doctors and patients and doctors who would like to prescribe this for coronavirus infections. Is this science or is this politics? Now, I just saw this morning, the governor of Ohio, who I'm not a big fan of, DeWine, by the way, came out and said, listen, this is not good. I strongly encourage you to reconsider this. Let the doctors and patients figure it out. I want to be clear with you. That's all I'm asking. I'm not recommending this. I'm not recommending it. I don't understand the pharmacology of it because it's not my area of expertise. I did neuropsychology, not antivirals or antiparasitics. That's not my area of expertise. I'm simply suggesting that this Ohio Board of Pharmacy, what does the pharmaceutical board know that doctors don't? If doctors want to prescribe Plaquenil or hydroxychloroquine, the trade name and the generic name, to chloroquine, to patients infected with the coronavirus, why is the Board of Pharmacy, the pharmacy board, getting in the way? Again, is this politics or is this science? I was pointed to this website. It's C19 for C19, COVID-19, C19study.com. It's a compendium of the studies on hydroxychloroquine. It's actual science you can see yourself. There's a screenshot Paula was kind enough to put up from the website. Again, C19study.com. Folks, it's actual scientific and medical data. It's not my opinion. It's not me adding to it. There's not a blog attached to it. It's just a compendium of very easy to read studies on the effectiveness or lack thereof of hydroxychloroquine. Interestingly enough, you'll see it's very easy to read too. To the left on the site, when you go to the web, and the site will be linked at my show notes, by the way, Bongino.com/newsletter. If you like to subscribe to the newsletter, that is the show notes. I encourage you to do so. On the left, you'll see they have a little color marker, a positive study about hydroxychloroquine, another color for negative studies. It actually says negative in case you're a liberal and you don't want to read. And then they have another code designator via color for inconclusive. They're not all positive. They're not all inconclusive, and they're not all negative. But what you'll find with the actual science, again, I'm not making any recommendations. I'm just passing you off actual science. You're all smart. You can figure it out. What's interesting is there are 53 searches there on medical studies on this drug. 32 were peer-reviewed, and 3/4 of them were positive. Again, I know we'll be banned because we live in the dark ages and the tech tyrants don't want you to see the sign. I'm sure they'll wipe the website clean tomorrow too. I'm just passing to you the data. Look at it yourself. 32 peer-reviewed studies, 3/4 of them were positive. A quarter of them were not positive. They were negative results. Meaning the data is out there for you, your doctor, to have a conversation. God forbid you happen to be a victim to this virus. I'm Joe's conversation this morning right before the show kind of threw me, and hence the scattered opening, but one of my favorites, because sometimes the scattered ones are the best because you get you're getting a lifetime view into my neurons when that happens. I'm worried like you are, Joe. Are we really at the point where the tech tyrants out there are treating us like amateur hour infantile idiots who can't read a basic study, or at a minimum, some actually aren't familiar with the jargon, or that we can't send it to a medical professional or doctor friend of ours and say, hey, what do you think of this? I mean, is that where we are? Where scientific opinions, of course, always open to change. Scientific data is to be wiped clean from the internet, book burning style, because we dared to bring up actual science?
You just heard Dan Bongino.